Good morning. Welcome to Life on the Moose. Guess what we're going to do today? Hey, let's put up some OSB sheathing today. So I have about 5 feet left I want to sheathe. So what I'm going to do is put the sheathing, the whole sheet, on the bottom section. Because I really want to make sure I encompass this rim joist down here and the walls and tie everything together. It's going to make everything nice and strong, keep it nice and square. So that means I'll have a strip up here, which will work out perfect because you got to cut the windows out anyway. One reason I'm getting going on this today is because of the weather forecast. So they call for rain starting tomorrow and ending sometime in October. So we're supposed to get 4 or 5, maybe 6 days of rain here. It's probably going to be light rain. Probably won't stop me from working on this thing to some degree. But nonetheless, I would like to get it buttoned up, dried in, so to speak. I put those in quotes because I still have to pick up the windows and door. But if I can get this OSB on today and get it wrapped, that would be nice. That's a goal of mine. And we're running out of time. It's 11:30. 11:30? Holy cow, forget it. All right, time for lunch. Time is getting away from me. Let's get moving on this. Put some OSB on there. Get this thing dried in. That line is marked 47.5 inches from the bottom of the cabin. That way, there's going to be a lip. It'll overlap with about a 1/2 inch extended beyond the bottom of the cabin. And then my finished product will extend probably another 1/2 inch below the OSB. Did I tell you what my finished product is going to be yet? I didn't? Oh, well, I will soon. One of these episodes we'll get to it. So how are you doing, by the way? I was so busy talking about myself and this silly cabin, I forgot to ask how you were. How you doing? You doing okay? Okay, that's good. Work is okay? Good. Your knees feeling better? Okay, good, good. All right, well, I'd like to chat some more, but I got to get to work. It's supposed to rain soon, and you know how that is. Okay, you want to grab one end of this? I hate to ask, but I'm going to have to pound one of those in so I can hold it up against something. Check that. Wow, I tell you it was perfect, but you probably wouldn't believe me. It's perfect. By the way, after the last video, or maybe it was the one before that, a few of you commented that the OSB was put on backwards. The stamp that you see right there, it does say this side down. I did do that on the roof. On the sides, however, I wasn't sure when I was going to get it covered and wasn't sure when I was going to get it wrapped. So what I did is just put that side out because it's kind of a shinier side, kind of a glossier side. And probably in the temporary would be better for weather resistance, just in case I don't get this thing wrapped. So I'm just going to keep it the way it is. In the long term, I think it'll make zero difference in the life of this cabin, or performance or anything else. Using 2 3/8 inch ring shank nails, by the way. They won't come out. I'm out of nails. All right. I gotta go back to Red Moose Ranch and get some nails. Somebody forgot to pack nails. There's some people you just can't rely on. Good work is so hard to find. I'm back. Check the forecast, and they increased the percentage of rain tomorrow from 80 to 90, and it's supposed to arrive about 10 o'clock tonight. So let's see how much I can get finished. Well, it looks like I might be 2 sheets short. I have 3 left right now to work with. So what I'd like to do is get this more easterly side finished this afternoon, because it seems like when it rains, it oftentimes comes from the east. Wind comes from the east. So I'm gonna button this side up as much as I can. And I'm not gonna worry about running everything horizontal from this point forward. There's just a few pieces on this end. In fact, that side right there, 30 inches wide, just under 8 feet long, which is perfect. And that corner over there, 18 inches wide. So 18 plus 30, 48, I'm good to go. So 2 sheets will probably do most of this end, and I'll put the other one on the other end, and we'll see how far we go. And we'll just wrap what we can. And if we have to work in the rain tomorrow, we'll work in the rain tomorrow. You brought your raincoat, right? Okay, just checking. Well, we got this side wrapped up, but as you saw, this is all we have left. So let's work on filling in those little pieces between the windows. I think I have enough scraps to do probably both sides, and then 2 more sheets. That'll do that end. We'll get there eventually. Well, it's all cloudy now. Starting to cool off a little bit. Let's get this thing wrapped up, literally. Okay, that's where we're at. 3 sides are finished. 5:05. It's looking like rain anytime, even though it's not supposed to get here till 10 or 11 o'clock tonight. I'd really like to get some wrap on there if I can tonight. We'll see. I'll do as much as I can. Maybe put up a tarp over the doorway and tackle it in the morning one way or another. At least we have some nice overhang now. As long as it's not blowing too hard, we should be fine. So I'm going to see if I can get some wrap on that thing. I know what you're thinking. Why do you need 4 pieces of OSB? Well, I don't for the siding, but I have another project coming up next episode, and I'll need a little bit more OSB. Okay, all the materials on site to finish this project. So we just have this back wall to go. So 2 pieces of OSB and some wrap, and we'll be good to go. Well, let's get at it because the rain is supposed to continue in a couple of hours, and I think that'll give me enough time to wrap up this episode, wrap up this building. Wasn't supposed to rain, but it's spitting right now. They're never wrong with the forecast. Okay, the wind just picked up, so we better get wrapping this thing. Oh, by the way, I'm just using regular staples, and I don't think that's necessarily the right thing to use. I was doing a little bit of reading last week, and I think you're supposed to use special staples for this stuff. I don't care. It's not going to make any big difference in the long run. I really don't think so. I think it'll be just fine. But I'm not sure if that's a code issue, if this was a residential thing, or if that's just a manufacturer's issue. I'm not sure. Well, now we know that 200-foot rolls will not do a whole cabin that's 16 by 12, 8-foot walls with a loft. Okay, I'm not going to go buy any more house wrap. I know what I'm going to do. It's not going to be the prettiest thing in the world. Tar paper. In fact, I did the entire ridge cabin in tar paper. Works just fine. Used to do that in the olden days before house wrap was a thing. We don't care how it looks, do we? No, I didn't think so. The windows are cut out. Obviously I didn't staple the seam, so I'm going to tape the seam just to keep the wind from flapping it around. Is this stuff stick to tar paper? Let's find out. That's it. Okay, it probably won't make the cover of Housewrap Magazine, but I think it's just fine. Put a little tarp over the door, of course. Kind of makes you want to go inside, doesn't it? Come on, let's go inside. Unlock the latch here. What do you think? Wow, it's really coming along. Kind of have to scratch my head. Well, that's it. There's nothing more to do for this episode. I wanted to get this wrapped up. I can't help myself. I wanted to get this part finished because I'm not sure when the next time I'm going to be over here to put the siding on. So I have to do this just in case we get torrential downpours and hard wind and whatnot. I'd rather keep the rain out of the inside if possible. So I'm very happy this is finished. And I've said it before, and I'm happy you guys are watching. It means everything to me, it really does. I really appreciate it. So hopefully next episode, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put an awning on the front of this cabin. It'll be about 3.5 feet from the wall. It'll stick out less of a pitch than the roof, probably a 612, 412, something like that. And it'll cover the door and the window right next to it. Something to keep a little more of the weather off for you when you walk out the door. So come back for that. I think it's gonna be a really fun episode. I know I keep saying it, but I just keep having more fun every time. I can't help it. All right, well, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Thanks for subscribing. By the way, I've seen other channels on YouTube, and it seems to me that this channel has the best subscribers of all of them. I don't know, call me nutty, but I really think that's the case. So I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching again. Tune in next week. We'll tackle that awning, hopefully. We'll keep going on this cabin. Until then, take care. We'll see you soon.